See, today we will see cash journal, right? So this cash journal is just similar to petty cash account in accounting, right? The cash journal is a subledger of bank accounting. It is used to manage a company's cash transactions. So company's cash transactions means cash purchases, cash sales, small payments to vendors, small receipts from the customers, receipts from the bank. Receipts from the bank means withdrawals, payments into bank, that is deposits, payment of expenses through cash, and receipt of revenues through cash. So all the cash transactions relating to your company code are processed through cash journal. As I said, the cash journal is just similar to petty cash account or petty cash book. The system automatically calculates and displays the opening and closing balances, the receipts and payment totals. So we can maintain this cash journal, right? We can total this cash journal every day, right? Every fortnight, every week, or every month, like that. We can take the printout of this cash journal daily, fortnightly, weekly, or for any number of days you want. In that case, it will display the opening balance for the period and the receipts and payments during the period and the closing balance at the end of the period. We can run several cash journals for each company code, like branch-wise or department-wise. For example, you have the finance department, HR department, production department, purchase department, sales department. Like that, we have a number of departments in a company code. So for each department, we can run a cash journal. As I told you, cash journal is just similar to petty cash book. See, every day, right, in every department, they have to incur some expenses like tea, coffee expenses, right? Printing and stationery expenses, some other expenses, etc., etc. So for every of these small expenses, we cannot bring the cash from the cashier, right? That's why what they do is the cashier of the company code will put some amount of money under the control of a important person or some prominent person in the department. See, the cashier of the company code will keep some amount of money under the supervision of a person in every department. So whenever the expenses are to be met, that person will meet these expenses from this cash, and they will make a note of the expenses every day. Then weekly, right, or fortnightly, whatever it is, this person will prepare the list of expenses incurred during that period, and the list is sent to the cashier. And the cashier will check out the list and he will account it in the books of accounts. Then he will reimburse whatever exact amount of expenses that have been spent. This is called impressed system. Impressed system. So as I told you, we can process all the cash related business transactions through petty cash book, through cash journal. Actually, this cash journal is a part of bank accounting. It's not part of FI as such. But what are the advantages of the cash journal? Number of cash journal business transactions can be created as part of customizing. Hence, it is easy, smooth, and fast to make entries in the cash journal. In a two-step procedure, we save the entries in the cash journal before they are transferred to financial accounting. If you have the appropriate authorization, we can delete the cash journal entries that have been saved. This is very, very important. In the case of normal accounting documents, or in the case of documents posted in the normal cash account, we cannot delete them. Once they are posted, we cannot delete them. But in the case of cash journal, even though the documents have been saved, right, we can delete it. Then the cash journal is a single screen transaction. This means we can enter, display, change cash journal documents in one screen itself. And the cash journal entry can be printed easily. Also, cash journal printing is possible. The system automatically calculates and displays the opening and closing balances and the receipts and payment totals. So the cash journal ensures that cash balance cannot go in negative. Underline this point. Cash journal ensures that cash balances cannot go in negative. Means in the cash account, right? If the cash balance is zero, you cannot post any expenses. But in the case of cash journal, even sorry, in the case of cash account, right? Even though there is no cash, that means even though the balance is zero, we can post expenses. But in the case of cash journal, without receipts, right, or without balance in the cash journal, you cannot post any expenses. Means you cannot go negative. Then all cash transactions are available at one place. And the cash position can be viewed at any point of time. The cash transactions, the receipts and payments can easily be analyzed on daily, weekly, and monthly basis. And configuration time is also very less. Now, creation of GL account for cash journal, right? Within brackets, right down. For each cash journal, we have to maintain. For each cash journal, we have to maintain a separate GL account. So we can use the direct transaction with FS00, or you can use this path. So for each department, if you are maintaining a cash journal, then we have to create a separate GL account. SPRO, financial accounting, bank accounting, business transactions, cash journal. So all the settings related to cash journal can be configured in this cash journal folder only. Create GL account for cash journal. GL account is equal to 2,01,02. Company code is equal to SSKH. Company code is equal to SSKH. Go to menu GL account create. The account group is current assets, loans, and advances. The account group is current assets, loans, and advances. So petty cash account, the balance in the petty cash account is part of your current assets. Select balanced account. Select balanced account. Short text is equal to petty cash account. Short text is equal to petty cash account. GL account long text is also petty cash account. Are you getting any disturbance from my background?
Yes, sir, a little bit.
Okay,
Not
just a minute. Yes, GL account long text is also a petty cash account. Go to control data tab, account currency INR. Select only balances in local currency. Select line item display. Sort key 001. Then go to create bank interest tab. Field status group G001. Select post automatically only. Select post automatically only. Click on save. Write down. Some space is there, no? Please write down. This checkbox is selected. This checkbox is selected only for the GL accounts. Which used to be updated automatically. which is to be updated automatically from other modules. We cannot post manually. Into this account. So why we have selected here? Because this petty cash account is to be updated from the bank accounting. Then define number range intervals for cash journal documents. Path is same as above. Company code is equal to SSKH. Click on change intervals. Number is equal to 01 from number 1 to number 1 lakh. Click on save and enter. Then set up cash journal. Path is same as above. Click on new entries. Company code is equal to SSKH. Cash journal number is equal to 1. GL account 2,01,02. Here what we are doing is we are just assigning the cash journal to our company code, and also we define what are the business transactions that you can process from the cash journal. Currency INR. Then document type GL account. Means when you post any expenses or when you process the transactions from the cash journal, means when you process any expenses and revenues from the cash journal, right? What is the document to be posted with the document type? SCA. Document type general ledger transaction, right? Then document type vendor payment. Means when you process the payment to vendor from cash journal, with which document type the payment document is to be posted? KZ. Okay. Document type VEPT means vendor payment. Then document type customer payment. DZ. So if you process the payments from customers, with which document type the accounting document is to be posted? DZ, right? Then document type vendor payment company. Means if you make the payment to vendor, which is your affiliated company, again, with which document type the payment document is to be posted? KZ. Then document type customer payment company. DZ. Cash journal name is equal to petty cash book for HR department. Petty cash book for HR department. Click on save. Then create, delete, change business transactions. By doing the step, I will explain. Path is same as above. Create, change, delete business transactions. Click on new entries. Company code SSKH. Business transaction type is equal to select R, revenues. So these are the business transactions which you can process through cash journal, right? So I want to process revenues. Then GL account is equal to 2,01,02. Cash journal business transaction is equal to revenues. Cash journal business transaction is equal to revenues. Then select account to modify a checkbox. Select account to modify a checkbox. Again, company code is equal to SSKH. Business transaction type is equal to E. E for expenses. GL account is 2,01,02. Cash journal business transactions expenses. Select account to modify a checkbox. Click on Save. You can change the account modifier later on also. You can change the account assignment later on also. See. Indicator designating that you can change the GL account during document entry. Okay. If necessary, you can change the GL account number during the document entry itself. Click on Save. Then set up print parameters for cash journal. So we can take the printout of the cash journal daily or weekly or for any amount of period, right? For that purpose, you have to set up some parameters for the purpose of printing the cash journal. Set up print parameters for cash journal. Click on New Entries. Company code is equal to SSKH. Cash journal print program is RF Cash 20. Correspondence SAP 18. This is just similar to SAP 06. Account statement correspondence is there, no? So for the cash journal format, it is the SAP 18 correspondence variant. Then posting of transactions, end user transaction, accounting, financial accounting, banks, general ledger, document entry, cash journal posting. Now, do one thing. Here some space is there, no, about the date, right? Do one thing. Click on Change Cash Journal button. Click on Change Cash Journal button. Click on Change Cash Journal button. Look at the screen. The company code is SSTN is there, right? It's not our company code. So click on Change Cash Journal button. Company code is equal to SSKH. Company code is equal to SSKH. Cash journal is equal to 1. Click on Enter. See, our company code is taken over here, right? So first you have to post the receipts. Sorry. So without receipts, we cannot post any expenses, right? Date is equal to, after clicking on Enter, date is equal to today's date. 14/3/2023. Yes. End user will post the transactions in the cash journal. Date is equal to 14/3/2023 to 14/3/2023. Click on enter. Click on enter. Look at the screen. On this day, opening balance 0, receipt 0, check receipt 0, cash payment 0, balance 0. First, you have to post cash receipts, right? So click on cash receipts. Business transaction is equal to select revenues. Business transaction is equal to select revenues. The amount is equal to 15,000. So we are posting cash sales. Okay. GL account is 3 lakhs. GL account is 3 lakhs. Text being cash sales. Business area. Just a minute. This is business place, right? It's not business area. Business area SSKH. Business area SSKH. Click on post. Look at the screen. Today, opening balance 0, total cash is 15,000, closing balance 15,000, right? Let us post some expenses also, right? Do one thing, write one vertical line here. To post expenses, click on cash payments tab. Click on cash payments tab. Business transaction. Select E expenses. Amount to 2,000. GL account. General expenses. Just a minute. What is the general expenses? Okay, traveling expenses. GL account is 4,310. Traveling expenses. Text. Traveling expenses paid. Business area SSKH. Click on post. See, opening balance 0, receipts 15,000, cash payments 2,000, closing balance 13,000. Like that, every day the expenses are processed through cash journal, right? Then click on print cash journal. See, revenues 15,000, expenses 2,000, closing balance 13,000. This is a very simple functionality. Now, we have to start asset accounting. But before starting asset accounting, right, we have left one topic in the general ledger. Group currency. So in your practice also, you please do the group currency, right, after account receivable only. Otherwise, you will get some errors. Because the new GL is activated here. New GL we will see later. Group currency. So what is the group currency? Go to the page number 7 to everybody. Just to give me 1 minute. It is also called client currency or company currency. The group currency is used to prepare the consolidated financial statements. When the group and company codes are lying in the different countries, the company code local currencies will be different from client currency. In that case, all the business transactions posted in the company codes are to be converted into group currency. Say, for example, your group is in Europe, let us say, right? And group currency is euros. Then this group is carrying on business in India. Then we have the company code India, right? With the company code local currency INR. Then it is also, this group is also carrying on business in USA. In that case, company code P we create with the company code local currency US dollar. Now, the management, the group management wants to prepare the consolidated financial statements at the group level. In that case, all the business transactions which are posted in the company code A are to be converted into euros, and all the business transactions which are to be posted in the company, which are posted in the company code B, are also to be converted into euros. So for the company code A, already we have defined one currency, INR, right? Now, in order to enable the system to convert the business transactions of this company code A, whose currency is INR, we have to maintain euros as additional currency for company code A. Similarly, we have to maintain euros as additional currency for company code B. These additional currencies are called parallel currencies, right? So for this purpose, we have to maintain the group currency as additional local currency for each company code. The currency maintained in addition to company code local currency is called parallel currency. So in addition to company code local currency, we can maintain two parallel currencies for each company code. So in ECC 6.0, right, for each company code, we can maintain only three currencies. At the most, we can maintain three currencies in ECC 6.0. But in S/4HANA, it's a different issue, right? We can maintain up to 10 currencies. So our company code is in India, right? So you have to maintain the euros as additional local currency for the company code. So first of all, you have to identify the group currency. That is client currency. Transaction code SCC4. So our client is 800, right? Select the client 800. Click on details button. See, currency euros, right? Write down there. If necessary, we can change the client currency. It need not be the group is always in the Europe, right? So if you want to change the current group currency, right? Just to select, first to click on this change button. Click enter on the message. Click on select the client 800. Click on details button. Sorry, just a minute. SCC4, click on change button. See, authorization for me, it's not there, right? To change the client currency, authorization is not there. If I have the authorization for my user, right? Then you can select this, you click, sorry, click on details button. This field will be ready for input. Then you can change the currency. So because the people are changing the client currencies, which is leading to number of errors. That's why, right, the service provider has disabled this authorization for me, right? Now, maintain additional currencies for the company code. So we have to maintain the euros as additional currency for our company code. in OB22. Click on new entries. Company code is called SSKH. Click on enter. See, when we click on enter, currency type, company code currency, legal valuation, exchange rate type M. So currency INR. This is the currency what you have defined for our company code. This is called company code local currency. We can see first local currency. First local currency means company code local currency. Second local currency, third local currency. Second local currency, third local currencies are called parallel currencies, right? Now, under the second local currency, currency type is equal to 30, group currency. Currency type is 30, group currency. Valuation is equal to 0, legal valuation. Exchange rate type M means I want the system to convert the business transactions posted in the company code SSKH into group currency using M rate. Valuation means how the closing stocks are valuated. Normally we use legal valuation. Source currency 2. Source currency 2. Within brackets. Translation. Taking the first local currency as basis. Translation. Taking the first local currency as basis. What is this? I will explain you after posting the transactions. Transaction date type is equal to posting date. Click on save. After clicking on save, please write down. Click enter on the messages. Then maintain conversion factors for group currency. Means you have to define the translation ratios, right? For our company code local currency and group currency. Transaction code OBBS. Click yes on the message. Click on new entries. Exchange rate type is equal to M. Because we defined that company code local currency business transactions have to be converted into group currency at M rate, right? So exchange rate type is equal to M. From is equal to INR to EUR valid from 14/3/2023. Ratio from 1. Ratio to 1. Click on save. Now, you have to maintain the exchange rate. Every day again, you have to maintain what is euros rate. Maintain exchange rates OB08. Click on new entries. Exchange rate type is equal to M. Valid from 14/3/2023. Now, from currency is INR, right? To currency euros. Two currencies euros, right? So here, two currencies bigger than from currency. So we have to use indirect quotation. Indirect quotation is equal to 90. From INR to euros. Click on save and enter. Now, let us post one transaction in the company code. Let us see how it is converted. Posting of transaction F-02. Document date is 14/3/2023. Type is SA. Company code SSKH. Posting date 14/3/2023.
Yeah, Lakshman, instead of giving, hello, Lakshman. Yeah, instead of giving exchange rates, instead of giving exchange rate manually 1:1, we can load the Excel file, right?
Already I told you, in the class. Yes, we can load Excel sheet.
Yeah.
I think in TBD4, no. TBEX.
TBD.
In the transaction code TBEX, we can upload the Excel sheet.
Okay.
Yeah. Already I have covered this in our class at the time of foreign exchange conversions, foreign exchange documents conversions. Posting date is 14/3/2023. Period 12. Currency INR. Posting key 40. The account is 4,100,000. Click on enter. The amount is 90,000 Indian rupees. Business area SSKH. Text being salaries paid. Posting key 50. The account is 2,100,000. Click on enter. The amount is asterisk. Business SSKH. Text plus. Click on save. Now display document FB03. Document number is equal to 43. Company code SSKH. Fiscal year 2022. Click on enter. See, salaries are converted to cash, 90,000. This is called document currency or transaction currency, right? Now, how much is this in the euros? That is group currency. Click on display currency. Select to group currency. Click on enter. 1,000 euros. So we posted one transaction, right, in the company called local currency. Then it was converted into group currency euros. Now, if you post foreign currency transaction, let us see how it is converted. Because the foreign currency transaction is also to be converted, no? Let us post payment of rent in euros, in dollars. Just look at the scheme. Currency USD. Account to 4,300,000. Click on enter. Amount is 1,000 USD. Business area SSKH. Text being rent paid. Posting key 50. The account is 2,100,000. The amount is asterisk. Business area SSKH. Text plus. Click on save. Now, let us display this document. This is document currency, 1,000 USD, right? Administration rent account to cash, $1,000. Okay. Now click on display currency. Select to group currency. $877.78. How? You select local currency. See, 79,000. We have posted the business transaction in the foreign currency, $1,000, right? First, that was converted into company code local currency, 79,000. So today rate is 79. Somebody have maintained it, right? Now, this 79,000 was converted into euros. $79,000 divided by 90. See, 877.78. See here, 877.78. Why the system has converted? See, listen to me carefully. We posted one foreign currency transaction, right? Then it was converted into company code local currency because we have already done the setting for the purpose of converting foreign currency transaction to company code local currency. Now, this company code local currency amount was converted into group currency. Why not $1,000 was converted into group currency directly? Everybody is able to get my point? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
So in OB22, we have maintained group currency as additional currency, right? For our company code, right? So here, source currency we have taken 2. Translation, taking first local currency as basis. So when the foreign currency business transaction is posted, in order to convert that foreign currency business transaction to group currency, the system should take first local currency as basis. That's why the system has converted the $1,000 into company code local currency. That company code local currency was converted into group currency. Suppose if you take one, see, translation taking transaction currency as basis. So when you post the foreign currency transaction, what will be the transaction currency? Foreign currency. In our example, US dollar. So if you select one, the US dollar will be converted by the system directly into group currency. For that purpose, again, you have to maintain the translation ratio for euros and USD, and also you have to enter the exchange rate for euros and USD. Suppose every day you are incurring the business transactions in 25 foreign currencies, for example. In that case, you have to maintain the translation ratios with reference to euros for every respective foreign currency, and every day you have to enter the exchange rates with reference to euros for every other foreign currency, right? So it depends upon the client requirement. But I mean, it depends upon the client requirement whether you use the source currency 1 or 2. Normally we use 2. Then, what is this transaction date type? So the rate available on which date is to be taken for conversion. We have defined 2. We have defined 2. That means whatever the exchange rate for euros and INR is taken available on posting date. Whatever the exchange rate for euros and INR available on the posting date will be taken. You have the 2 options. You can enter either 1, 2, 3. Normally we go for 2. So with this, right, tomorrow we start asset accounting. Any questions from anybody?
Yeah, sir, may I know what are industry keys in vendor or customer master data? What are the
Industry,
uses of industry keys, sir?
where you find that field?
When we open vendor master data, okay.
Just a minute. Let me go there.
Okay, sir.
1851.
This one, sir. In the reference data, third one.
Industry, right?
Yes.
So to which
Yes.
industry, right? This vendor relates. Industry means whether this vendor relates to, right, chemicals industry or paper manufacturing industry or textile industry, right, etc. So to which industry this vendor belongs, that industry key we enter, right? Then this industry key is used in the reporting. Suppose there are 100 vendors, right, who belongs to your chemicals industry, because you are using raw materials from different industries. So you have 100 vendors who belongs to chemical industry. Now I want to take the printout of closing balances of all these 100 vendors. And these vendor numbers are not in the sequence. In that case, right, we can assign the industry number here, right? So in the reporting, you can enter the industry. See, agriculture, airlines, amusement, right? Automotive, building industry, etc. And these are already defined. And we can also define our own industry types. Okay. Same thing you can see, but you may not be able to understand the SAP documentation. See, an industry is a distinct group of companies with the same business activities. The industry key is used in selecting the data for evaluations. For example, vendor master data list. Suppose you want to take the printout of all the vendors, addresses, names, etc., who belongs to your chemical industry. In that case, you can enter. You can specify the industries such as trade, banking, service, manufacturing, healthcare, public service, media, and so on. So the industry field belongs to the general data area of customer and vendor master records. Okay.
Yes, sir. We can delete and we can create. Right,
Yes.
sir?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. See you tomorrow.